Never forget, Jesus is a Jewish person.
You know how for years you've been told about how this country was built on Judeo-Christian values?
The Judeo-Christian value.
This nation was founded on Judeo-Christian values.
The Judeo-Christian principle.
It turns out the Judeo part is not really a big fan of the Christian part. Not just the Christians, no, the OG Christian himself, Jesus Christ.
What do you think about Jesus? Well, he smells really, really bad.
What?
Because right now he's in boiling feces.
I thought you guys were buddies. You can say that? On podcasts? Wait, can you please explain this to us?
Because Jesus went against God by telling people that they should follow him instead of God. And he spoke against the sages. And he was a Makhti Arabim. He was what's called someone that entices the public to sin. And the punishment for someone that entices the public to sin is to go to Gehenom, to a segment of Gehenom, the seventh level of Gehenom. And there's a certain section in there that's boiling feces, and that's where he is.
Wow, the Jewish Gehenim is a very interesting place with very interesting VIP sections. I never imagined you hated Jesus so bad. I mean, maybe if you met him, you would like him.
And if your Yeshu was here, I'd hang him again.
Okay, so you really don't like him. But maybe this is one extreme rabbi, an exception. Maybe other rabbis who speak Hebrew will be a little nicer. Damn. That is a lot of bubbling feces. Wow. Okay, so it seems that you really don't like Jesus. Not even a little bit.
They never read the New Testament, because if they read it and they still follow Christianity, they are brainless people, even if they are doctors and lawyers and scientists and prime ministers. Then you're moron. Oh. Stupid you could be. You killed our God. Who was your God? JC. If it was God, we could kill him.
Yeah, they totally have no respect for you guys. أنا بس جاي أهدي النفوس. No respect to you or Jesus or even his mother, Mary.
We saw what happened with the revelation of Maria. 2,000 years of suffering came to the world. Christian Inquisition, Spain, Portugal, Holocaust, pogroms, from a dream of a prostitute. JC is almost a mamzer because his mother cheated with a Roman soldier.
Pope of 1,500 years ago, he actually said that Mary Magdalene was a whore, was a prostitute. So the whole religion is standing on testimony of some hooker.
Well, I mean, all religions on each other, but at least you can try to pretend to be nice. At least you can show love to your brothers from other religions. Respect them and their places of worship.
Christianity and the secret societies, we could just summarize it as follows. The old Babylonian religion gave rise to Kabbalism. Via the Essenes and others, Gnosticism came into existence, and Gnosticism was founded by Simon Magus. This comes from no other source than History de la Magie and by Eliphas Levi. Wow, that's a high Masonic source. So Gnosticism, founded by Simon Magus. Then this Gnosticism, with its secret doctrine, was eventually, over time, through many intermediary organizations, carried over to the Knights Templars. And the Knights Templars were a group of a Roman Catholic order, if you like, that were set over the temple site to protect it. And they had strong links to Islamic societies, the Ismailis, the Karmatites, the Fatimites, the Druzes, and the Assassins. Now the Templars, they had their secret inner information inculcated in the Rosicrucians and the Jesuits. The Jesuits, again, formed and created Freemasonry. The Jesuits, again, formed and created Freemasonry. The Jesuits, again, formed and created Freemasonry. And Freemasonry was created as the Protestant arm of the Roman Catholic Church into doing the work that Rome wanted them to do, so that Rome could sit in the background while Freemasonry did it for them.
The Jesuits are a military religious order of the Roman Catholic Church. Papal Keys. This is a quote. When a Jesuit of the minor rank is to be elevated to command, he is conducted into the chapel of the convent of the order where there are only 3 others present. The principal or superior standing in front of the altar, on either side stands a monk, one of whom holds a banner of yellow and white, which are the papal colors, and the other a black banner and a dagger, and red cross above a skull and crossbones with the word INRI, INRI, and below them the words Iustum, Necar, Regis, Impius, the meaning of which is, it is just to exterminate or annihilate impious or heretical kings, governments, or rulers. Upon the floor is a red cross at which the postulant, or candidate, kneels. The superior hands him a small black crucifix, which he takes in his left hand and presses to his heart, and the superior at the same time presents to him a dagger, which he grasps by the blade and holds the point against his heart, the superior still holding it by the hilt, and thus addresses the postulant. End of quote. The superior says, quote, "My son, heretofore you have been taught to act the dissembler among Roman Catholics, to be a Roman Catholic, and a spy even among your own brethren, to believe no man, to trust no man. Among the reformers, to be a reformer. Among the Huguenots, to be a Huguenot. Among the Calvinists, to be a Calvinist. Among other Protestants, generally to be a Protestant, and obtaining their confidence, to seek even to preach from their pulpits, and to denounce with all the vehemence in your nature our holy religion and the Pope, and even to descend so low as to become a Jew among Jews, that you might be enabled to gather together all information for the benefit of your order as a faithful soldier of the Pope." Unquote. It sounds like a sick medieval mindset. A compass that doesn't know where north is. Sickness in religion breeding more sickness by brainwashing others to this mentality. Now the good part. The next paragraph is a quote. "You have been taught to insidiously plant the seeds of jealousy and hatred between communities, provinces, states that were at peace. You have been taught to insidiously plant the seeds of jealousy and hatred between communities, provinces, states that were at peace. You have been taught to insidiously plant the seeds of jealousy and hatred between communities, provinces, states that were at peace.
In a war, we go to a war, we occupy. Let's say we occupy Lebanon. And over there, there's idol worshipping places. We have the same obligation to destroy it. Why? Because now we live there.
כל הצלבים שלהם, הצלב הגדול הזה על הערה ובברזיל, מתפוצץ לרסיסים, לכל העולם, לכולם יראו את זה, כולם יראו את זה. ולהוציא את השקר של כולם החוצה, את השקר של הנצרות הזאת החוצה.
Dude, those Christians have been sending you billions of dollars all those years to kill our people. Don't you have any kind of gratitude? What more do you want from them? What more can they do for you?
I just want to say this to our Christian friends. You guys are worshiping one Jew. That's a mistake. You should be worshiping every single one of us, because we all die for your sins every single day. Suffer from a lack of identity and self-confidence, and that they have to worship us.
Instead of hating the Jewish people, you should love us. You should kiss our feet, you fool. We're the chosen people, not you.
Why don't you love us, you mother? You know, for years, people in the West were told that Muslims hate them for their way of life. They hate Christians, they hate Christ. The media featured the most extreme and stupid radical Islamists and told the West this is how Muslims feel towards them. Hundreds of hours of coverage of this in the Western media, but never once they covered any of the. This is how they feel about you. And what do the traitor pastors preach in their sermons?
God was a Jewish rabbi.